back with another amazing health and wellness question to answer for you. So I am Renata, intuitive nutrition coach, and I'm also here with Coach Mack. What's going on, Mack?
Hey everyone, I'm Coach Mack, the founding health coach of Running with Bacon, where I help women feel like themselves again via fitness, one small step at a time.
I love that. And honestly, the reason why Mack and I are here is because we're total business besties, but our businesses also work so well together. So while Mack is on the fitness side, I'm on the nutrition side. And specifically, I help to empower women with their nutrition, not only for their bodies, but also for their minds and their spirits too. So this is why today's question is so great, because it's about nutrition, and Mack gets to answer it first. So the question is, how do I choose the best eating plan for my goals? And this question comes from Lexi. So what do you think, Mack?
Yes. So my initial answer, short and sweet, is talk to Renata. But I would say I don't actually have an answer for how to pick the best plan. My thoughts on it are that you have to experiment. Everyone is very individual in terms of what their body thrives on, what their body doesn't thrive on. I actually was working with a client, and she had a team of professionals that she was working with, a nutritionist being one of them. And I explained with her, she had several food allergies, and she wasn't necessarily willing to give up those foods, even though she had the food allergies. I said, and that's fine, that's your choice, but understand that there's a ceiling for how good you're going to feel and the results that you will get as long as you are eating those foods that your body is telling you it doesn't want. And then once you choose to give up those foods and listen to your body and what it's telling you, then your potential for results, the ceiling goes higher. And so it's all about a willingness to experiment, because food stuff, it takes a long time to figure out. And most of us don't want that. We want, give me a meal plan, give me a diet plan, just tell me what to eat and I'll eat it. And for most people, it takes a lot more experimentation than that. It takes, I'm talking weeks, maybe even months of figuring out what works best for you. And so without like a specific person or goal in mind, it's really hard to say what's the best plan, because some people are going to thrive or just improve drastically by cutting out one thing, and others, you might have to play around with a whole bunch of different variables. And because food is really good, it's hard to do that sometimes. Food lover myself. So that's kind of my response. I know I skirted around what's the best answer, because that's what you're here for.
Well, thank you for that promo. By the way, you'll be getting your affiliate link and payment very soon. Just kidding. But I think that is amazing guidance, really. And what I would add to that is, like you mentioned, nutrition can be really complicated, or at least feel very overwhelming and perhaps even frustrating at times. And so what I would say to simplify it, because I'm all about making nutrition simple and implementable for everybody, is if you're just starting off on your health and wellness journey and you're asking this question, what's the best eating plan for my goals? The first step is always, what is the best way of eating for me? It's going to be the one I can stick to, okay? So just like with really anything, if say you're a vegan and I'm like, no, you have to eat meat for every single meal, right? You're going to be hating it. And that is not the emotional connection we want to have. I really want you to then focus on, what is a way of eating that I really enjoy? Maybe it is just taking like little tiny steps towards ultimately the person you want to be in terms of your health. So perhaps if every day, every meal you're eating out, like you're getting fast food, perhaps the little step that you can take that you feel like you can do consistently for a week or a couple of weeks is changing out one of those fast food meals for maybe even a prepared meal from the grocery store that's a little bit healthier. And then being able to do that over time will really add up. It starts to create like this momentum of you making little shifts in the way that you're eating, knowing that you can do just that little thing consistently over time. And I think this is one of the myths that people often have about getting healthier. And that is, I have to throw out everything in my pantry, everything in my fridge that is like quote unquote bad foods, right? I have to only eat salads and drink like kale juices for the rest of my life. And that's just not a sustainable way of developing healthy habits. Instead, I would recommend to you to take these little, like I'm going to say, bite-sized pieces of this whole healthier pie, right? So instead of completely throwing everything out and changing who you are overnight, take that little step. And when you take these little steps, it becomes this way of eating that is more sustainable for you long term. So whether that be reducing the amount of refined foods or increasing the amount of fruits and vegetables that you're eating, or even just increasing the amount of water that you drink on a daily basis, taking these little steps helps you to create your own best eating plan that works for you, that works for your lifestyle, and ultimately with time and consistency, it will help you to reach your health goals.
See why I said to talk to Renata? But I do love that you mentioned food is emotional and food is cultural and it's social. And so there's so much more than just what's the food on my plate. There's way more that goes into it. And so I love that you help women specifically with all aspects of food, not just here's what to put on your plate and in your mouth. So I love that about that answer and about working with you and all of those things.
Yay, thank you.
Yes, so fantastic question, and we will have more for you next time, so stay tuned.